Good afternoon to all of you, and I'm Soumitra from Packaged Drinking Water Business Channel. And here is a special video for you that FSSAI has come out with a major update. Okay, it's a major update. Now, what it relates to and what it will affect. So, as I have told you, that it is going to be a good opportunity for the co-packers. So, what are co-packers in mineral water? Co-packers are the people who get it done from others. If you don't have a unit, if you don't possess a unit and you are getting it done from others, you are a co-packer. Okay, but there is no word like co-packer in FSSAI. Okay, so FSSAI called is, actually the better word is from FSSAI, it is a relabeler. So what the relabeler does is actually, though the manufacturer's label is on that, so you are again labeling it with your own label also. So that is called as relabeling. Okay, so how is it going to change and all that? So we'll just look after in this. So let's understand where to check it. So we'll go to the FSSAI portal, as you can see here. Then you have to go to advisories and orders. Okay, I am already in that, so I'm not hitting on that. So go to advisories and orders and just scroll below, and you can just check the latest advisory as it is dated 27/3 FAQ on food safety and standards, licensing and registration of food businesses amendment. Okay, so we'll just open that. We'll just go and open this. Okay, so this is the advisory. It's almost 4 pages, so we can very easily go and check there. So what it says, we'll just check it. And what is it about? So it is, let me tell you first, it is about the ceiling limit. So earlier, when you had a turnover of 12 lakh rupees per annum, okay, if your turnover is above 12 lakh rupees per annum and 2000 liters per day, as far as the water bottles are concerned, 2000 liters per day, if you pass that limit, you were required to have the license and not the registration. So what is the difference in the registration and license? Registration you can immediately have online. It is very easy to have. Okay, and there are no much formalities. Like the restaurant owner, you can have the registration, but it is for lesser quantity was a major ceiling. 2000 liters. With the latest advisory which has come, FSSAI has increased the limit to 1.5 CR straight away. Okay, 1.5 crore is the limit. So if your turnover is up to 1.5 CR, you don't need a license. Okay, you can proceed with a registration. So if you reverse calculate, it comes to around, if you are selling to distributors, 100% if you are selling to distributors, even manufacturers. Okay, so you can go with the registration thing. You do not go for a license. Although all the high risk things are there. Okay, high risk inspections, audits, and that everything is there. But license is released, And normally the co-packers, which are relabelers, they do not fall as low as 2000 liters per hour, and they do not fit in the huge bracket also. So in between, if they have, typically I have observed that between 2000 and 5000 liters per hour or 6000 liters per hour, they have a capacity, so they can very well fit in this. So let us see now where the advisory is. Okay, we are already on the FSSAI portal and the order. So look here, it is mentioning revised threshold for turnover of registration and licenses. This is the place we are looking for. So in the question 2 itself, it is mentioned. So let us little enlarge it and see it. So I'm just enlarging the screen and I'm seeing for you. What are the revised turnover thresholds for categorization of food business under licensing and registration? Okay, so it is clearly saying FSSAI has replaced the existing turnover thresholds for categorization of food businesses as follows. So turnover straight away, it is up to 1.5 CR. Registration, can you see that? It is only registration. Then 1.5 CR to 50 CR. So almost all packaged drinking water plants will fit in this. Okay, so all MSME people will fit in the state license. So you don't need a central license. So okay, so very important. And above 50 CR. So whenever earlier there was different threshold. Okay, central license we will not talk about it much, but this is a major thing. Okay, so you can see clearly. So second important thing which for the packaged drinking water industry is question number 15. You can see that after an increase in the turnover threshold for registration, how will food safety and hygiene be ensured for high risk food businesses? Okay, like dairy, meat and packaged drinking water. It is a high risk business. Okay, so it is saying that what will be the scenario after this. Okay, so we'll just see that again. So after an increase in the turnover threshold of registered food businesses, okay, there is no compromise in the safety and hygiene requirements. So safety and hygiene requirements will be the same. So same type of risk you carry, the penalties and all that. All licensed and registered food businesses involved in the manufacturing of dairy, meat and packaged drinking water, okay, fishery products will have to continue compliances with hygiene, safety and testing requirements as applicable. So the SIT thing, so if you are aware of the SIT thing, so we already have a video in place for SIT, new scheme of testing. SIT is what? Scheme of testing. Just look at the card where my finger is showing. You can find the video over there. Okay, so it will be the same. Okay, so understand that there is no compromise with the quality standards of FSSAI. So friends, some things were not very clear because in my mind earlier, as I told you, there was a 12 lakh rupees ka limit plus an additional thing was the 2000 liters per hour per day ka limit for the volume. So I was not very clear whether 1.5 CR is the only thing or is the 2000 liters per day still active and all that. So I went to our popular destination, that is Gemini AI, and I wanted to get my doubts clear. So you can see it here. So this is actually the thread where I was asking. So I asked it, there is a change in the registration of turnover. However, there is additional condition. Usually there is an additional condition for daily production besides the turnover. Is that valid as per the new regulations? This was the question. So without hunting much, I will go to Gemini's answer, direct final answer, what it has told me. So this is the question which I had clearly asked the Gemini. So what is the difference made to packaged drinking business, okay, water business? As there is no change in the production capacity per day requirements, it will continue to fall under the center category. So this was the thing which I had asked it very clearly. So it is saying that the recent reforms introduced by the FSSAI amendments have fundamentally shifted how categorization is defined. Okay, so it is saying that it is end of dual criteria. So the 13 March thing, it is saying that the new turnover based thresholds supersede all earlier orders and regulations regarding categorization. Okay, so it means that there is no turnover threshold now. So it is only the criteria of only the turnover. Okay, so it is also showing by result that unit producing 5000 liters per hour has a turnover of 10 CR. Okay, it will be under state license. So it is above 1.5 CR. So it is not under registration, but it is not under central license also because central license is below after 50 CR. Okay, so this is the thing. So still I wanted to make it clear. Okay, so I asked it again. So there is no daily production limits now which works as a threshold. Again I asked it finally. So Gemini has given me answer correct. As of April 1, 2026 reforms, daily production capacity has been removed as a threshold for determining whether a business requires registration, state license or central license. Okay, so the 13 March ka order, it is saying clearly. So I will also try to find out in the order because it is a huge order, and currently this is more than sufficient for me to understand. So what is the key changes? Dual criteria is gone, it says. So it is mentioning, you can see that it is like earlier it was 2 metric tons. Okay, so certain amount per day. 2 metric tons is a water plant 2000 liters. 2 liters, 2000 liters. Okay, it was forced into central category regardless of sales earlier. So it has gone now. Okay, you can check the link also if you want to do that. I have checked the link. If you want, you can go and check these links and all that. If you are further interested, let us talk about what is the effect it is going to give on the overall business. So production volume no longer matters for the license types. That is correct. That is what we discussed. Central license is now niche. So above 50 CR, there are only the huge limited companies. They are going to be under this category. So this is what I wanted to tell you, and let us talk about what are the differences it is going to make. So now I will show you when you talk about being a co-packer. Co-packer is a person who gets it done from other people, right? So FSA also calls it Relabeler. So let's check it, where to check it. Okay, so I'll go. So to check it, you have to visit the FSSAI page, that is fssai.gov.in, from where you actually saw the advisory order. And instead of going to advisory order, you have to go to the apply for license tab and check FoSCoS over there. So this is the single icon where you are tracking the issues regarding the registrations. So here if you go, straight away you can check the view all eligibility criteria details. On this page itself it is mentioning. Okay, so yeah, here it is mentioned, you can see that manufacturing it has mentioned. So without wasting time, come here and check it. I will just enlarge the view and you will come to know what is Relabeler. Okay, so it is mentioned here, you can see that. Okay, Relabeler means a food business operator. It is here, you can see that. Relabeler means food business operator who gets his product manufactured or packed from a third party manufacturer or a processor. Clearly understand this. Relabeler. So if you are a co-packer, you are in the Relabeler category. Okay, if you have further question to this, okay, there is one more way, so make it clear, and there is nothing wrong about getting clearer and clearer. These food business consultants are going to help you. Okay, specifically there are some FSSAI related consultants, so I don't say that you go and do it yourself. Take help of these people if there is a only to see that they should be good enough. So here you can go and clear on the click on the FAQ for license. Okay, I am making it very clear again, FAQ for license, and here you can type out relabel. Okay, relabel. See, just you type RELA. I will just also type B, Relabeler, so to prevent any mishits. So you can check it here, which food business are Relabelers. Is it mandatory? Okay, for 6 months? Yes. These all questions are answered there. Okay, so it is also saying that whenever you are being a Relabeler, okay, you have to get an NOC from the manufacturer. It is required. Okay, don't, because recently it happened that one of my customers, he was getting the things done from the packer, like if you are thinking of being a Relabeler. So that manufacturer told him that you file license for trader. So it is not going to help. You have to again, his application was stuck. So ultimately whatever he was going to get in the month 0, it was delayed by 2 months. At the end of 2 months, FSSAI denied that, and he had to again reapply for the license. So it is required. So go step by step, go it, and procedures you can get anywhere. I mean, even in our channel also we have again I am pointing my hand towards a co-packing playlist, so you can find it there also. Okay, but these are procedures. So if you want to really think from your perspective, we have got trainings. Okay, so in trainings we discuss these things in all details. Okay, each day one topic we dedicate. For 10 days we discuss each topic. For FSSAI registration, there is one full topic. Okay, so what to think, are you what is kind of business and all that. And I am not a FSSAI consultant again. Okay, I am a packaged drinking water plant person. So in that perspective, I am going to help you. So whenever you are even applying for the license, you have to file for the Relabeler category. Okay, so that is again you can check the playlist and you will get the process, and rest of the things you can always come for the trainings. There you can have it discussed in details and you can get your doubts clarified. So thank you so much, and make use of this opportunity. This is a good opportunity.